Hey guys, so today we're gonna be switching the computer ECUs back to the stock OBD2 ECU computer. This is the P30 JDM ECU, which provides of more or less 1 to 2 horsepower extra and like 1 foot-pound of torque extra. It's a nice little bump just for an ECU change, but unfortunately, this ECU, the P30 from Japan, JDM, is limited to 190 kilometers for top speed, which is about 120 miles an hour. So we're gonna try out that ECU, the original ECU of the car, to maybe try to do an actual real top speed run. And yeah, keep you guys updated. So this has a blocks OBD2 to OBD1 step down harness. As you can see, we're gonna go ahead and disconnect it. Simply just unplug it. Simple as that. If nobody knows what a step down harness is, it's when you can rock an OBD1 ECU on your OBD2 car. And that way, for those that need to pass smog or emissions or for inspection, etc., this is actually the best way to do it. You get yourself a step down harness, and yeah, pretty much simple. Disconnect and connect, and voila. And we're gonna try to do a actual top speed run, since I've never actually done an actual top speed run with this car. Always topping it out at 120. So yeah, and that's what it looks like. This is a quality OBD2 to OBD1 step down harness. I highly recommend Blocks Racing. There it is, Blocks Racing ECU jumper harness, OBD2B to OBD1 for off-road use only. Yeah, that's because of emissions. So yeah, and there's the in case anybody's wondering what the JDM ECU looks like. They're much smaller. Usually the USDM is a lot longer and bigger. The same thing as this one, kind of, a little bit. This is the P2T. Yep. And we're gonna go ahead and compare the two. And VTEC engagement is a lot higher on this one than or actually it's the same, 5,600 RPMs for the VTEC engagement, if I'm not mistaken. It's the same. This one's 84,000 RPMs, so it's got 200 RPMs more extra, higher revs. This one's shorter, 82,000 RPMs, so that's kind of why this one has a little bit of a horsepower jump and a torque jump of 1 or 2 horsepower, which isn't so bad for an ECU change on a stock car. B16 ECU. As always, you always want to check your fluids. Make sure the fluids are good, tip top. Your oil, make sure you always check your oil before doing any crazy stuff like that, etc., etc. Blah blah blah. Your, power steering fluid as well. Always check your power steering fluid. This needs power steering fluid, unfortunately. Freaking AutoZone is closed. I gotta get new power steering on this damn thing. It's leaking power steering fluid. So yeah. Let me go ahead and check the oil. the difference between the JDM ECU and the stock OEM OBD2 ECU. First time this car's ever gotten to 150, or not 150, 145, just a little over 225 kilometers. All right, not bad for the 1.6. Kind of sketchy, but all right, we broke a record on the 1.6 B16, and a little bit more VTEC, like always. Out of this thing. That was really great. All right. Ready? Test pipe. High flow catalytic converter does not count. That's robbing like 3-4 horsepower. Not to mention the stock ECU, another 2 horsepower. Alright, 1.6 V16. Alright.